Hi guys, Model Mupper here. How you doing? Well, I just completed that out of court settlement mission for Martin. As a lot of you will know, it's pretty good for getting $9,000 pretty quickly. And fuck me if there isn't an armoured car there. You see it on the mini map? Now this is the 4th time that I've had one in this location, and I'm starting to think that's more than coincidence. I've only seen about 7 or something in game until after. You'll see something else after as well, right? But note what car I'm driving here, and note the outcome of it. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? I know random is random, and sometimes random situations throw up random occurrences. So one person could just luckily get the same good result in one place loads of times. Right? I understand that can happen. But to me, there's 2 things really that I think are the main potentials here. One is that there is some kind of route up by Martin's house that these guard vans go by. And the other is that regardless of where the vans actually are going to be, they spawn near where the player is. Does that make sense? So either they just kind of spawn near the player every so often, and the timing of it is just totally random, or they have an actual route. Now, I think... sorry, just trying to find this fucker. Will you slow down? I'm trying to put a sticky bomb on you. I think if they do have an actual route, it's obviously well worth knowing. But even if it is that it's just totally random and they spawn near the player, that's also well worth knowing, because it means we shouldn't waste our time trying to find these things. And I like them. They're a fun addition to the game. It's nice to to do that. and look, there's my loot. If I remember rightly, yeah, well, a couple of thousand I got from it. No, it wasn't. It was 9,000 and something, because I remember when I checked out, after all this had died down, I had previously banked everything from the last mission. It's kind of a habit I get in, just in case I go into lobbies where somebody's going to grief me, which does happen occasionally. Sometimes even on fucking mates, but there you go. So yeah, I'll just leave this sort of chase on, but there is another armoured van scene coming up after this one, which I think is worth kind of watching. But it'd be nice to know if you could find the place where they're at, and if this is it, that's my service to the community. Right, see here? See, like that, it's in exactly the same place. I just left Martin's. Now, what you'll see that you might need to rewind it to see that armor van was there, because it kind of disappears. What I've got into a habit of doing, right? Well, it's not a habit of doing; it's just a habit that I have. Is I'll finish a mission and then I might have a smoke, or go and get a cup of coffee, or have a few biscuits. Or my computer desk is next to the PlayStation, so I might have a look at a forum, or something like that. So when I finish a mission, I don't immediately jump to see what's around me, and this is what's happened each time that I've found these. They've been like not immediately after I've jumped out of a mission, but maybe a couple of minutes. So what I'd say to you is it's worthwhile, if you complete a mission which leads you up at Martin's house, I'd say it's going to be worthwhile hanging around or driving around there for a few minutes. What have you got to lose? A couple of minutes of your life? In which case you'll probably sue me and say, Muddle Muppet, I want 2 minutes of my life back. Well, fuck you, you're not getting them. So yeah, in this particular instance, I couldn't find the van anywhere. And I did have quite a bit of a drive around, and it had just completely gone. So they're obviously in some kind of timer. But what had happened was, after I'd finished that mission, I can't remember now, I probably went to get a glass of juice, or let's say I made a smoke. I was doing something for a few minutes, just sitting there, and then I noticed, and if I hadn't have tried to record it, I probably would have got it straight away. But I took a minute out to get me games recording software up and running, so I could kind of share it with you guys. So you all owe me $5,000 each, at least. Alright, I'll call a halt now because, like I say, nothing really happens from this point on. This is Muppet. If you do find a van there, will you please let me know? In the comments. Let me know in the comments, yeah. Alright guys, take it easy. Muppet out. Bye.